What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to version 1. Now, in today's video, we're doing things a little bit differently. As you can tell, we're inside and we're going to be doing the intro from in here because it's freezing and I've got the dreaded Christmas lurgy, so apologies in advance. But the show must go on. So, we're going to do an unboxing of the Forge silicone pipes. Now, I've been meaning to get these for the car for a little while, not for a performance upgrade and stuff, but the engine bay on these cars are a mess to some degree, so hopefully this will make things look a little bit better. So it's kind of like a Vajazzle for your engine bay. We're going to unbox it in here and then we're going to head out to the car in the cold, brave it, and just get them on the car. And I'll show you the befores and afters and all that stuff. So, let's go. So before we get into today's video, as per usual, make sure you like, share and subscribe if you enjoy this content and ring the bell notification to find your way back for any future content. So without further ado, let's open them up. So I've only opened the top box, I haven't actually had a look at what's going on, so I'm going to have to excuse me as I go through this. There's the 4 pipes, and then I'm assuming these sound far too chunky to be Jubilee clips. Oh, does that go on the... okay. We'll have to figure out what they're for when I get a chance. We'll figure this out when we get out to the engine bay. Like I said, I'll probably lay these on so I can figure out what goes where. And then we've got all the Jubilee clips in here. So I think one of these I'm not going to be able to run because I've got the Wagner intercooler. I think it's this one. So I think this is meant to go on the standard one. I don't know. I might see if I can squeeze it on, but if it involves removing the front bumper and everything like that, I'm not doing that. And then we've got the elbow, which I know is for the top, so that comes off the turbo at the top. And then we've got these two long ones, which I'm assuming are like the Simposer pipes off of the diverter or the recirc valve or whatever. So there's not really that much to say indoors, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to brave the cold and go outside and start realising what we're doing here. So this is the engine bay as it sits. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be running the other pipe because this is the Wagner one, so I don't think that other pipe actually fits with the standard bit. So we'll figure out what we're doing with that in a moment. As you can see, cluttered mess. So I feel like it's going to be polishing a turd. Right, so I've just quickly threw the Jubilee clips on and laid them in place. So that's the only 3 pipes I'm going to be able to change. So first things first, I'm going to have to figure out how to get this off because it's one of them awkward ones. And then there is one right down the back there. It's like a clip for like pliers and stuff to grab, but hopefully we'll be able to access that. So I'll set the camera up and let's see how we get on. There's actually a little notch in either of these where it can sit like that, but when you do one, the other side doesn't want to play ball. Oh, is that it? Oh, let's go. Boom. As you can see, it comes with the standard replacement bit, so I'll need to put this on here, I imagine. Never really understood this spring thing going on here, but if someone can let me know what's going on, that'd be appreciated. But as you can see, very different in structure, so obviously not expecting any performance gains or whatever, but mods are mods, isn't it? One thing worth noting, you'll have to transfer the clip onto this because for some reason on that one it doesn't, well on this one it doesn't come with one, so I just grabbed it off the IUM part. So let's see how she fits. Why is it underneath? Why do that? Set the intake pipe off to get to this. Bear with. Yeah, doing YouTube bits, yeah. Yeah, man. Why is it underneath? So, for some reason, these, no problem, getting with the grips and stuff. I know there's a proper tool for it, but I don't have it. And there's this one, upside down. This one over here, upside down. Like I've got to somehow try and get underneath them now. Oh, mate, I thought this would be easier than this. So I'm going to have to take this off, tilt this up, so I can get this out the way, because I need to get under here to get this clip. This is long. This is without a doubt the worst thing about modern cars, is there's so much stuff in the way to get to certain bits. Like, I can't take this off because of this. I had to remove that to get to that, which I still can't get to. And then obviously this has gone on fine, which is because it's right on top of the engine. And then now I'm stuck down there, I can't get down there to get that one either. So I'm now filming on my phone because this has been an absolute mish. So couldn't get this off. Really struggled with that other back one as well. So I ended up getting the tools properly and getting right in there. But yeah, this is, you need that tool. You won't be able to do this without that tool. No way, especially if it was on like how mine was on, where it's sat on the plenum on the inside there. Like, I just could not get in there. So just gonna whack these other bits on now, and the rest of the footage is gonna be on my phone. Good. That's especially if you're going to fit this guy as well, because this is the one that goes in there down to the cooler. But obviously I can't run this because I'm running the Wagner box. So if any of you guys want this for cheap, hit me up and I'll send it to you cheap. Little Christmas present. So I'm just going to check for leaks and stuff, just start it up now, and I feel like absolute guff. So apologies if this video sucks. Oh my lord. One thing I would like to add is why they didn't do this pipe here as well. So I mean, it's a kind of pretties the bay up a little bit, but in my opinion there could have been more. I think this one now stands up like a sore thumb. I definitely wouldn't be delving into this if it wasn't in for the sale, especially if I'd known that I can't run the pipe that I'm already running here. I would have probably not bothered. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. Like I say, it was a fairly finicky job, and getting into some of this stuff down here was real tough. So apologies if this video sucks. I've tried my best with the light I've got. The light's so bad. The GoPro's ran out on me, and I feel like absolute guffery govern. Boys and girls, what a disaster. This is coming out to be a lot more of a mishmash video than I wanted it to be. I just apologise if this is, like I say, mishmash of different kind of bits of footage. The GoPro ran out on me, and that took so much longer than I expected, because I had to nip to a local garage down the end of my road and actually get the tool, the proper tool, to get those clips off, which I didn't think of at the time, which I should have done for the start of the video, but I know that now makes sense. Even still, that one that was closest, I could not get underneath there to pull that clip loose to get that rubber off. We'd sprayed them up and stuff, and it was just a lot more of a job than I expected. For the price that these things are, I wouldn't recommend delving into it. Like I say, the engine bay is a cluttered mess anyway, so if it made the bay look loads better, then I'd understand it, but for the price of 200 and whatever pounds these things are, especially if you're running the Wagner or like an aftermarket intercooler that can't run that big pipe. So like I say, if any of you guys want that pipe, get at me on my Instagram or whatever, and we'll sort it out, and I'll send it to you for cheap, because I've got absolutely no use for it. And this isn't a sponsored video either, so I will send it to you for cheap. So going back to the parts, they are well made, like the metal pieces and stuff, like very easy to fit, and obviously they have to be super tight so there's no leaks. Obviously, where I can't run that left side one, I've only running the top one in the intake, actually off the turbo, and then I've got the two like Simposer pipes or whatever it is. Fireball. Jubilee clips and everything being on there will mean this will be easier to take on and off now, thank God. Very finicky job. I would definitely recommend having the tools, or even getting someone else to do it, because especially if you want to fit that front one, because if you want to do that, I think you might even have to take the bumper off, and that is a lot to do for some, you know, cosmetic pipes really. I know obviously they're much more robust and they're stronger, so like if you're running up to boost and stuff, you don't want them sucking in on each other, but I'm sure the Renault ones will suffice, and they don't really look even that much better. I think part of the issue is that I went for the black ones, which doesn't help. So the black kind of looks OEM, if anything. Maybe I should have gone for a different colour, but I wanted to match obviously the Wagner pipe that I already had. Personally, I wouldn't recommend it especially at full price, as they are. It's literally 4 pipes in it. There, like I mentioned earlier in the video, there is one pipe that I think it should have been included, which would make much more sense. So all of those OEM pipes are gone instead of having one OEM and some not. Yeah, not slagging the product off. It's all well made and stuff, but for me personally, I would invest my money elsewhere. You know, 200 and whatever quid this would be. Luckily, I got it in the half price sale. So again, I apologise. I've tried my best. The lighting has been so terrible. It's 4 o'clock now and it's pitch black outside. The GoPro ran out on me and I feel like bum. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, like I say, please leave a like, rating, and if you were interested in that pipe, hit me up, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.